Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Silver Potato. This is Hearts of Iron 4, Unite the Anglosphere, with the Man the Guns expansion, which is very, very nice indeed. We've just finished up the war in Yemen. We managed to do that successfully. We're going to turn off all of the patrolling that we were doing, because that's just costing us fuel, and quite honestly, I don't want to pay the cost of fuel anymore, but that doesn't particularly matter. Anyway, what do we need to do research-wise? Yeah, let's get that on the go. Inventory equipment, which is always nice. We've got a couple of free military factories, 2 in fact, which is quite important. We've also got the political capital or the political power, should I say, to modify the government, and we also have no national focus at present. Well, let's talk a little bit about what we want our next objective to be. World tension has just hit 100%. And I'm presuming that that's mostly Germany from, basically starting World War III. World War III? World War II, in fact. So I think that what we've got to do, Germany's going to get crushed. Absolutely cream crackered. I really wish that Germany and Italy and nationalist Spain all teamed up, because if they don't, I think that they're going to have a bit of a problem. A real problem. I think at this rate, we need to change our economy type from free trade to limited exports. It is going to reduce our research speed and construction speed, which is a bummer, don't get me wrong. However, it's going to mean that we're going to be keeping way more of our resources, which means that we're going to get way more fuel, etc., etc. We also need to change our conscription model, because volunteer only is frankly not good enough at the moment. We need to try and get our butts in gear with regards to exports. We're already on partial mobilization, so that's fine. We can switch on over to war economy as soon as we manage to achieve the objectives, but I'm not sure that we're going to be able to do that. If neither of the following is true, all of the following must be true at war. Alright, well that's not going to be possible. I guess we're only going to be able to stay at partial mobilization for a while, unless we want to go towards total mobilization, which we also can't do. Alright, so I guess we're going to be sticking at partial mobilization for a significant period of time, but that doesn't particularly matter. That's not a problem, really, all things considered. I would love to get some more military people, but I think, honestly, at this point, we just need to change free trade. I think we need to change that around, because there is no way that we're able to continue to make all of our stuff work if we don't have the resources to do so. As in, we're not going to be able to continue to build stuff. All right, let's get that changed. I'm not convinced that it's the right move. Actually, maybe we change volunteers first. Maybe we go to limited conscription. Let's go to limited conscription. Let's go to limited conscription. I think that's what we want to do first. Alright, so that will immediately unlock a pool of resource for us, which means that we can continue to train troops, which is actually going to be still quite important. We also want to start thinking about going to war against our former colonies, which is very, very important. Reclaim the jewel in the British Crown. I want to do that. But we're not going to do it now. We also want to preempt the ideological threat as well. I'm going to appeal to the Imperial Loyalists. I think this is the first stage that we need to make happen. Okay, good. Free military factories. What do we need to do? Let's have a little look at our logistics. Do you need anything? No, we don't need anything for those guys. We don't need anything for these guys, the mountain divisions. These guys are going to be deployed to the Middle East, where I do want to try and get them fully up and running. We need more light artillery, and we also just need more light tanks in general. Sure, let's get some more of you guys. Alright, fine. Again, we're suffering from a major shortage of steel, but that's okay. Also, recruitable population is going to increase, which is going to be lovely. So, we should see that happen. I don't know when it happens, the end of the day, the end of the month, sometime. Let's also get you equipped to there. Perfect. Alright, lovely. Infantry equipment, that's great. Low manpower. Yeah, we got no manpower. We switched it on up, didn't we? Yeah, so we should have a larger recruitable population. Alright. Well, we'll deal with that in just a second. What do we want to do over here? Industry, we're kind of okay on the industry front. I do want to get some more stuff in industry, but unfortunately we can't do that at the present moment. Advanced fire control systems enables ballistic computer. Alright, I mean, color me interested, to be honest. I'm also interested in experimental rockets. I feel that probably we should maybe go to war with France and Europe as a whole once we hit the 1943 mark. There's no rhyme or reason for that, but it's just something to consider. Let's go naval. Let's look at what we actually want to do in the Navy. I mean, we want to continue to unlock a whole bunch of modules. I feel that we should just start working our way through this. Let's spend 50 military points and let's get that, or 50 Navy points and get that all squared away, please. That would be great. Kingdom of Romania has capitulated. Okay, that's Germany. Oh no, sorry, that's the Soviet Union going on an absolute tear through Romania. That's fine. Decisions are available, presumably just the military parade. Oh, actually, no, we finished the Excavation 3 tech, which is actually really, really good. Expand the iron ore mines in Newfoundland. That's pretty darn good. And develop the Ras Garb oil fields. Both of those things we actually want to do. I care more about steel at the moment. Or iron, whatever it's called. So let's get that. That's going to be done in 89 days. It's only going to cost us 3 civilian factories. 179 factories is actually not too bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah, we're having a serious issue with manpower at the moment. Ah, there we go. It's fixed. We've now got enough manpower. The limited conscription did indeed kick in, which is lovely. Okay, Imperial loyalists are going to be able to rise up in basically 2 months, give or take, which is lovely. And when they do, we need to make sure that we're in position to take them on. So let's think about the Imperial loyalists that we're going to be able to help out. So Canada, South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. Right. What do the Dutch think about me? They don't like me. The Dutch do not like me. Let's start improving relations. Let's start improving relations with the Dutch, because I would love to be able to launch my attack on Australia from the Dutch East Indies. That would be quite nice. We need to get a bunch of people down to South Africa in order to get that prepared. I also want to move almost all of my troops across to Canada so that we can wipe them out. Maybe all of them is a little bit of overkill, but that's fine nonetheless. Let's go and do it. Maybe not all of them. Maybe that is just way too many people. All right, we'll take the lion's share of troops though. Right, let's put you in a new army. Yeah, so about 30 troops. That seems completely fair. We will give you a commander. Sure. And then let's give you a leader. Alan Brooke. Sure, congratulations. Why are you commanding 30 people? Ah, you can't command 30 people. Alright, well, I guess we're going to leave a few more people behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And in fact, what we should do is we should have swapped it around. It doesn't particularly matter. But anyway, let's get you guys to go over here. And then we will dispatch them all to Canada. Right, free civilian factories. What do we want to build? Do we want to build any more civilian factories at this point? I mean, we've still got the bonus from free trade, so we might as well take advantage of that. Anti-air. It would be good to get some anti-air up and running in the south east of England, but again, I'm not super bothered about it. Radar stations. We've already got a bunch of radar stations. So I'm really not that bothered. Infrastructure-wise, infrastructure in the UK is pretty darn good anyway. Like everything's pretty pretty hot on infrastructure. Military factories, I think probably military factories is what we're after. So let's build up a couple more military factories. There we go. Okay, so let's get to work. Let's get to work there, chaps. And then once everyone arrives in Liverpool, we're going to send everyone out on a massive expedition to Canada. Great. Perfect. We got radar, so radar, that was the thing that I think we might have needed for the ships, but it doesn't particularly matter, all things considered. I also want to have a little look at what's happening in America, because I want to see what America is actually doing with all of the stuff that they've got that's kind of new. So they've got all of these Senate mechanics, which is kind of nice. Okay, let's get... Ooh, actually, are there going to be supply problems over here? This might actually result in us having, yeah, some severe supply issues. We need a lot more infrastructure here. Right. Maybe we shouldn't set everyone out just yet. We go back to Liverpool? No, we can't go back to Liverpool at the moment. Oh. There we go. Okay, go back to Liverpool. Happy days. Go back to Liverpool. I want to try and increase my infrastructure in Labrador. Believe it or not, that is legitimately the name. Okay, so that'll be finished in whatever it is. 1941, 8th of January 1941. It's not a whole bunch of resource points in order to increase the infrastructure, but it will be important in order to make sure that we can actually maintain a force of 24, which is going to be pretty darn essential to taking over Canada. I don't exactly know how many Canadian troops there are going to be. Canada was actually called into the German War. What's this here? Advanced Special Forces Training. Yeah, truthfully, it'd be nice to get these. Capacity multiplier, yep. Defense +5. I mean, hot acclimatization 50%. You know what? I'm fine with that. Let's do that. Okay. Yes. So more infrastructure in Canada. That's going to be pretty darn important in order to do that. We'll also get some naval bases in Canada up and running as well. There we go. Labrador. Sure. Alright, so we're not going to move out there until we've got that little bit more infrastructure so that we can actually support a whole bunch of troops without getting a whole bunch of attrition. Latvia has capitulated. Lithuania has capitulated. That's interesting. Yeah, see, we're going to need 21 supply or whatever in order to make this system work. So we need to get more infrastructure. So let's go and do that. Let's go and do that as swiftly as possible, please, so that we can wow, I was way to say conquer Canada, but I mean, look at this. Germany is doing an absolutely stellar job of taking over the world without Italy's help. Yeah, are you at war with the Soviet Union? You're not actually at war with the Soviet Union. That's probably why they've got a non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union. Okay, well that's interesting. I didn't think that was in place, but that's why Germany has suddenly been doing so darn well, because they're not attacking anyone. Who are you at war with? You're at war with the Soviet Union. Oh no, that's Communist China. Probably the Soviet Union is also in here. No, apparently you're not at war with the Soviet Union. Alright. Who honestly knows? Europe is a complete mess. A complete mess. But that's to be expected. We also want to probably move these guys... Probably want to move these guys down to the South African border. Give them a front line there. And equip. There we go. Move everyone down, please. Give you guys a... Oh, I don't want to do that. Give you guys a front line, like, I guess... over there. And then we can send those guys down. Right, cool. Good stuff, everyone. Insufficient resources. Yeah, I know. Let's increase our support for the French Commune. Poland has capitulated. Oh my goodness. Alright. What has happened here? It looks like the Baltic states have completely crumbled. People's Republic... This is... Okay, so this is Poland, which is at war with... This is the Polish People's Republic, which is at war with the French Commune? Alright. Interesting. The French Commune is still at war with Nazi Germany, although they're about to lose, actually. And that will present us with a little bit of a problem. Invite to faction? I mean... Right now, to be honest, I'm kind of interested because Germany is doing a very, very good job of... Okay, look, we need to reduce our imports. And... Let me see. So 153. How much would it take to buy a whole bunch of steel from Germany? Yeah, let's buy a whole bunch of steel from Germany instead. Germany will give us... Germany will give us steel, whereas the French Commune literally cannot. The fall of Paris, the German army seems unstoppable. It does indeed seem unstoppable. What I've now got to rely on is the Soviet Union breaking its ties with Germany, and if that happens, then we should be absolutely golden. I mean, that's a fairly standard thing to rely upon, I guess. I mean, given that is the, you know, the way that the actual war happened. Still not managed to breach Belgium or France. That's not necessarily a problem. I mean, in fact, it's fine, actually, for us. It doesn't really matter. I mean, France is about to capitulate, though. I feel that is not very far away. Germany could still declare war on us, by the way. I mean, they do have quite a high opinion of me, which is quite nice. And I have sent volunteers to them. But they could still declare war on me if they decide that they need to... that they need to get bigger. Okay. How are we doing over here? Infrastructure is completing. Right, we are increasing our supply slowly but surely. It's up from 4. Local naval base limits this to 3. Yeah, well, we're working on a better naval base here. Okay, good. Yeah, so we basically should have started building this way earlier, but it doesn't particularly matter at this rate. Yes, I was going to also have a little peek and see exactly what was going on. Republic of Hungary has capitulated. I'm going to have a little peek to see what was going on over here. Continue the New Deal, Neutrality Act. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no intel what's going on in America. I should maybe get decryption. There is definitely some incentive. I'm pretty certain that these guys are not super in favor of me. Yeah, they don't love me. Generated world tension and different ideology from me. Yeah. All right. Well, it's not exactly ideal that America just went for the standard democratic route, but it is what it is. There's not much that we can really do about that. Decisions. Develop Ras Garib oil fields, Eastern Desert. Where is this? I mean, I'm interested, to be honest. Don't get me wrong. In fact, I'm going to take it right now. Is there anything else that we can do? Nothing else. Weekly war support. Yep, that would be pretty darn good. Yugoslavia has capitulated. Wow. Independent state of Croatia. That was the state that was backed by Germany. Yeah, okay, that's really interesting. That is really, really interesting. Alright, fine. Doesn't look like there's been many ships around here, to be honest. Oh my goodness. Yeah, France is about to capitulate. And when France capitulates, we're going to have to redo our convoys, which is fine, I guess. It's not exactly the worst thing in the world. We can still give refuge to Italian scientists. That is something that I might want to do. But no worries about that. War support is in a pretty darn good place at the moment. Pretty happy with that. How are we doing? Appeal to Imperial Loyalists. Oh boy, this is fantastic. Unfulfilled import requests. Yep, this is what I suspected, is that France is now no longer strong enough to give me all of the stuff that I want, which is a bit of a bummer. All right, so we'll trade away civilian factories, and we'll trade away more of them for steel, because we might as well. Germany is the big player in Europe now, which is lovely. Okay, so I have no idea what events are going to happen now that I have researched the appeal to Imperial Loyalists. Allows for the instigation of pro-British civil wars. All right, let me go and have a little look. Let me go and check on South Africa, see what's going on over here. See if I can instigate a war. So, stage a coup. Southwest Africa. No, that's not what I want. I can justify on them. I can justify on them like normal. But I don't really want to do that. Also, when I do end up going to war with them, I am going to end up going to war with every stinking country in the Commonwealth of Nations, which is going to be annoying. So we need to really make sure that we've got all of our ducks in order before we do that. Bring the dominions back into the fold. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay. Cool. Let's start researching it. It's a big one. It's a big one for us. It is a big one. We don't have to immediately take action on it, but it is something that we will need to do slowly but surely. Okay, so we've got a way to handle the Canadians. That's going to be fine. I'm assuming that the Germans are going to kill the Dutch and the Belgians. That's a fairly safe assumption, I think. Also, I want to take out Denmark. We got to take out Denmark. We got to take out Denmark. How much would it take to justify on Denmark? 33 in 160 days. Okay, I mean, I do want to do that because that's going to be our way into Nazi Germany when we eventually need to attack them. Shock horror, we need to attack them. So, how are we going to deal with... How are we going to deal with Australia? Do we have any troops down here? We've got, well, Malaya's got a couple of troops. But we don't actually have any ourselves. We've got one troop over in Sri Lanka. Alright, we need to start training up more troops, specifically with the intention of being sent to that part of the world. Okay, let's go recruit and deploy. No location set. You guys can be set to deploy. Not here, apparently. Can we not set them to pop up anywhere out there? No, okay, apparently not. Okay, you guys, we'll get you to head up in East Anglia. That's fine. And then I want to get probably Colonial Garrison. I mean, you guys are just regular old infantry, aren't you? You know what? We probably want regular infantry. They're slightly better. Okay, cool. I mean, we can edit them. I'm not really that bothered about editing divisions. Right. Let's get a whole bunch of units. Let's get 10 divisions up and running. Yes, please. You should have a plentiful amount of equipment. I don't think we can deploy these guys overseas at the moment either, but that's not a problem. We'll get them to spawn in southwest England. Plymouth, in fact. And we should probably get these... Probably get more units, actually. 20 divisions. I mean, that's quite a lot of training that we're going to undertake to do. And in fact, it's going to be quite an investment of manpower, really. But it will be worth it, because all of those 20 units will go towards fighting Australia and New Zealand. Okay, armor-piercing capped medium shell. Great. Let's just spend all of our Navy experience, as there's no real reason not to. Atomics research, nice. That's gonna be wonderful. I'm super happy that we're gonna be completing that. Right, we got a lot of political power. We need to start saving it because I think we're gonna be looking to change our war economy. Ah, here we go. Here's the decisions. Ferment Australian imperialist uprising. Yeah, okay, this is going to be great. What is this going to do? South Africa will have 90 days to suppress the uprising before. South Africa activates imperialist uprising imminent. Nice. Okay, well, we're absolutely going to do that. We're absolutely going to do that as soon as we hit 100 political power. It's probably worth us... Yeah, it's probably worth us not going on to... I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to cancel that because I want to save my political power for something else. And that something else is the 100 points that I need in order to ferment Imperial Uprising. Convoy escort bonus, air rearmament. I'll take air rearmament for now. That's not a problem. No, actually, no. What am I doing? I don't want to do that. Cancel that. I want to save the political power. So we're not going to set a national focus up until the point where I will actually be able to ferment imperialist uprising, and then we'll see what happens there, and then we can think about modifying our decisions. Holy cow. Okay, wow, we're in a really good position. Hopefully we're going to be able to attack South Africa without anyone else coming in. Hopefully, due to the fact that there are going to be some imperial loyalists rising up in South Africa and doing most of the work for us. Anyway, we'll have to see. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. This has been Hearts of Iron 4. Unite the Anglosphere with the Man the Guns expansion. I'll see you next time. Bye.